Hello, welcome to another video. First things first, if you are not subscribed, go ahead and hit the subscribe button for me. You do not want to miss the giveaway that's coming up. Like I said in my last few videos, once we get to 1,000 subscribers, I'm buying myself a new massage table and I'm going to gift that same massage table to one of you. You do not want to miss that, so make sure that you are subscribed to the channel to be a part of that. And yes, so today one of you asked about small business DUNS number type of question. I'm going to post the question here again. I posted in the last video, but in this video I am going to address all of that. So this person asked about a DUNS number and just small business stuff, essentially. That's what I gathered when I read the question. So what I did was I put together a list of things that helped me with creating my small business, like making it legit, okay? Because this day and age, we want the business to be legit. With all the scams and schemes going on, if you don't have some of these things in place, as far as lenders are concerned, or just selling your product, you probably won't get any sales. So I do want to give you guys some of these. I also have to say this in this video, and that is, I am not a tax professional, okay? This is not my field. However, I have been filing my taxes with small business type things, building websites, doing things like that since 2015. So I have a lot of just common person, now I'm not special, okay? Just regular knowledge about how some of these things work and why you need to do them. I have to put that in there because some people are gonna take the information from this thing and say, Tansy said, and here it is written in stone, and this is how it goes. And that's not the case. I did make a video about how you file your small business taxes. It was geared towards massage therapists. However, that video can be used for many different businesses. If you're an esthetician, if you have a daycare, many different ways, many different businesses, you can use that video as well. So without further ado, let's get into the video. The first one, I'm gonna take this off because I know the glare is annoying. The first one is to create a website. I say this so many times. Create a website, okay? Whatever platform you decide to use as far as creating a website is concerned, create a website, period. I use Wix. I have used Wix for years now and I love it. The next thing would be to purchase your domain name. Now, before I started using Wix, I purchased my domain name from GoDaddy. So I own the name www.therenabytansy.com because I purchased it. You can go on and you can purchase www.therenabytansy.org.net. You can go in and purchase all those if you want. I didn't want to do that. I purchased the one from GoDaddy, and I believe it cost me 99 cents. And then 2 or 3 years later, I had to pay 99 cents again for something else as far as the website is concerned. I would keep that email up to date just because sometimes they do send other information as far as the domain name is concerned, like, you know, people trying to purchase your other names, they'll send all that information. So make sure you do have access to the address that you use to like get your receipt and stuff sent to. But yes, purchase your domain name and create a business email. Now, the good thing with Wix is you can do all three of those things with Wix, okay? You do not have to purchase your domain name separate. You do not have to purchase your domain name separate. I did, and I could take my domain name to another platform if I choose to, but you can do all of this with Wix, okay? And like I said, depending on what you want to offer, like, do you just want booking? Do you want e-commerce? Like, you want people to be able to purchase things from your website. That is going to determine what kind of package that you need with Wix, but you can get business email, domain name, and all that into one package for a certain price, okay? So I would say they have things between $12 and $50 a month, or you can pay for them for the year. But the first thing you need to do to make the business legit is to create your website. Well, not the first thing, because I'm going to tell you something you have to do before that is to choose a name, right? But that is something that you need to do to make your business legit. This is technically the first thing that I would do to make my business legit, and that is to create a name. Now, you need to get a DBA. You can go to your courthouse. It costs $15 here in Texas to go to the courthouse and get a DBA. What is DBA? It's doing business as. It is the name that you are using to do business as that is not your name. If you do business under your name that's on your driver's license, you don't have to get a DBA because you're doing business as yourself. You're already yourself. You are already tied to a social security number, okay? So if somebody wants to look for you because they want to sue you or whatever, you are doing business as you, so you don't need to get a DBA. But if your company is, like, let's say it's your name bracelets, like Tansy bracelets. Like, let's say it's your name and you added something else, you're going to need to get a DBA. So I'm just telling you that you can get how many DBAs you want, but you do need to get a DBA. And I would suggest that you get a DBA EIN package. Where do you get this? I got mine from Business Rocket, and I have this stuff over there. I'll show it to you guys in just a second. I got mine from Business Rocket. I did pay a premium for it. It wasn't $15. It was a little more. If I can find the email, I will insert how much it did cost, but I didn't have to do any legwork. They did all the filing for me. So they filed with the state. I mean, they did everything for me and they just sent it to me in the mail. I would highly suggest that you do it that way, especially if you simply don't know what you're doing, okay? They reached out to the IRS and got my EIN number and secured everything for me. I didn't have to worry about a thing. I was just waiting for it to come in the mail. Now, the process did take a little longer than I expected. I did have to reach out to them several times to make sure that they were on the ball, but that's just a part of business. Like, if you don't care about your business, if you're forgetting about your stuff, nobody else is going to care either. So I did have to stay on them, but I would suggest doing it this way because you don't have to do any additional legwork. Here's the folder that they sent everything to me in. So yes, the business is called Business Rocket right there. I don't want to show you all the documents because it has my name on it, but let's fold this like this. Like, they literally did everything. Everything is inside of these little pockets. All of the information, they did all the filing, everything, okay? It's all here. I would highly suggest doing it this way, but like I said, if you don't want to spend the money, they have different packages, like I think they had an SEO or something. You don't have to do all that. If you don't want to spend the money on this package, you can simply do it at the courthouse for $50. So now that you've got that out of the way, now that you have created your website, you have created your business email, you have your domain name, all of that's taken care of, making your business legit, you can, I don't think I mentioned this, but you can do like a .wix site, okay? But that means that you haven't purchased your domain name. So go ahead, purchase your domain name so you can upgrade that package and connect all of that together, okay? And then another thing with that is you've made your social media account. So if you're going to use Facebook, if you're going to use TikTok, if you're going to use Instagram, if you're going to use YouTube, create all of those accounts to match that name that you have decided to go with. So before you get your DBA, what you could do is make sure that all of those names are available. Make sure that that domain name is available, okay? And no derivatives of it. Not Lorena by Tansy 123.com. Lorena by Tansy 123 at Instagram. Like, don't try to get any name. If it doesn't have the name that you want, choose another one. Don't like start adding numbers and things to that, okay? It just makes it harder to keep up with and search for and remember and create slogans and create t-shirts and branding. It makes branding harder. So let's go over a few things after you've done those three things. After you've done those things, like I said, creating the website and such, getting your DBA and setting up your EIN. Now you can also do your EIN by yourself on the IRS website, and I believe it's free, but don't forget you have to do all of the other filing. I don't know what that filing consists of because I went to Business Rocket and they did it all for me, okay? I paid them, but they did it all for me. So I talked about what a DBA is. Now let's talk about what a DUNS number is, okay? And like I said, I didn't put the microphone back on. So I am a professional. I am not a tax professional, okay? So this is just in layman's terms, like in very plain talk, what I perceive a DUNS number to be. And I wrote it down here. It is a credit profile with Dun & Bradstreet to see if you qualify for things like credit cards and loans and things like that. Think of it as TransUnion or Equifax for businesses, okay? So to get a DUNS number, it's basically like the EIN is a social security card, your social security number, not card. Is your social security number for your business. The DUNS number basically gives information to lenders and other people saying how you manage this social security number. So it's basically your credit score for businesses, okay? That's in layman's terms what it is, okay? Comment down below if you think otherwise and you want to help the people out, but that's what I gathered from what it is. So with that being said, to create one of these, you have to be identified as a business. You cannot get a DUNS number if you haven't taken the steps to become a business by getting your EIN, your DBA, and all of those things, because there's nothing to report if you don't exist. Does that make sense? Okay, so to get your DUNS number, you're gonna go on Dun & Bradstreet's website. I'm going to have the link for you guys below, and it's very simple. You're going to have to go in and create it. Now, if you decided you want to go there and create it before you do your EIN and all that kind of stuff, you're going to see that you simply can't move past the first screen because you're going to need your EIN, okay? And this DUNS number is listed, I mean, you know, it's on the World Wide Web, okay? So be very mindful about that, but that's how you go about getting it. And you can get some of the accounts. So what brought about this conversation was, I believe I spoke about uline. Or just getting accounts to use your DUNS number. So with Afterpay, there are different websites. So there is QuadPay. I believe maybe they changed their name. I don't know. But it was QuadPay, Klarna, Sezzle, and Afterpay. So with a website like this, these buy now, pay later websites, I believe PayPal might even offer one now. You have to go through their process of getting verified, and you cannot go through their process. I know for Afterpay, certainly, and this is the platform that the person asked about. Afterpay, you cannot go through Afterpay and get on their website and be able to use Afterpay on your site if you do not have a business platform set up. And a website is one of them. Like, you have to have a website. You're going to have your EIN number. So that's just something to consider. Like I said, people don't just create websites, and I'm not just making this video just to say, get a website just to get a website. You actually need to have one to make, it's like you as your business. Like, the website is the person of your business, if that makes sense. Does that help? You have to have it because it makes the business more, like, have a more legit feel. And when you add something like Afterpay to it, and a lender knowing, hey, you can't get Afterpay. I know that Afterpay isn't available if it's not a real business. You know, it gives you a little more leeway in case you do want to secure loans, because adding all this information and getting your DUNS number and working on your business credit and doing all these kind of things, at the end of the day, it sets you up to be able to get loans, to be able to, maybe you want to secure a bigger space, right? Maybe you want to, or whatever you want to do. You want to get a loan because you want to buy all new massage table. You want to buy new equipment. You can do that by getting loans, and you get loans by setting this business up and making it legit. And I want to show you guys some of the things that you can get from Uline. Now, Uline is one of those companies that they take a chance on people, and it's kind of like you go in there, you choose some stuff that you want to buy. I would not suggest going above $200 for purchasing stuff. You choose some stuff you want to buy, and you pay it back later, okay? I have showed you guys the blue wagon that I have that I use for my massage stuff. It was $70, I believe it was. I got it from Uline. I have these things right here just to show you. So this is a sugar scrub that I made, that I was selling at, what do you call it? Craft event, right? So these containers, these little containers, this right here, it's pretty big. If you see my hand, this container came from Uline. The little packaging, the little seal right there, the heat seal, it also came from Uline. Now, the machine that I used to seal it did not come from Uline. I use it for one of my craft tools, but they did have some available on Uline. So there's quite a few things that you can get, like, to be an asset to your business on Uline. And there are different companies that you can get stuff like this from. Uline is just the one that I like. It's the one that I chose. You can also get things like gloves. If we're talking about picking up things for your massage suite. No, they don't have things that are directly related to massage, like lotions and things like that. But there are things that you can use to, like I said, be an asset to your business. So gloves, I bought my cleaning supplies from there. So you can buy like industrial style cleaning supplies. you can buy industrial style laundry detergent all from Uline. I showed you guys these in another video, and their bags, they have so many different selection of bags that you can purchase from there. Like I said, I wouldn't suggest going crazy and spending thousands of dollars, and because it's only a 30-day invoice for Uline. So, you know, stay within the range of money that you know is suitable for you to pay back. But yes, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was very simple and to the point, yet it was too much to respond in a comment, and I wanted to answer this because other people might have this question as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have a question, as always, ask a question, and I will see you guys in the next video.